This is Raye. In October 2022, her song Escapism begun flooding TikTok feeds and skyrocketed her solo career overnight.
I feel like I'm in a dream. This happened in a week.
It would be nice if it was that simple, wouldn't it? On June 29th, 2021, she broke her silence. Through a series of tweets, she exposed why 10 years into her career, there's still been no album. I'm done being a polite pop star.
I've absolutely reached my limit.
These tweets and her live stream expose the major labels she's been signed to since 2014 and explain how she had essentially been shelved for the last few years. The story that unfolded was reminiscent of talents like American artist JoJo or Tori Kelly, who were trapped in bad major record label deals for years. You see, you have a label, The Machine, looking to sign an artist and make as much return from them as humanly possible, but what people don't talk about is how a label is actually just an office full of people with only so much time in a day and only so much budget available for each artist. For every Raye, Tori, or JoJo, it's simply a label hedging their bets on other artists who, in the label's eyes, are easier to market or more palatable to what they think the masses are after. And the rest of the signed artists are just backup options. It's hard to know how much Raye speaking up informed Polydor's decision to let her go, but soon after, she parted ways with the label and briefly went off the grid. When you dig deeper into Raye's story, it becomes clear that something's been wrong for a long time. She released her first project, Welcome to the Winter, in 2014 as a Brit School dropout. Her talent from early on was undeniable. Her ambition, drive, and work ethic were completely apparent from the get-go.
I remember sitting down with my publishers on the day we were signing, and I told them this. I said, guys, I'm gonna write you so many songs.
Fans of her early work were drawn to her authenticity, vocal prowess, and her knack for catchy melodies. And you could tell the fans were hungry to see her early momentum curtail into an album and worldwide recognition, but they were kind of just left waiting.
I am owed 14 plaques. 1-4. Isn't that sad? Can we put this in the thing so that my label and my publishing can get me plaques, please? Because I work hard and I would like to display my success.
From around 2015 to 2020, following signing a publishing deal, she was heavily on the songwriting circuit. Inspired by her friend and collaborator Charlie XCX, she was making a name for herself as a writer, doing everything from chart-topping pop songs for Ellie Goulding and Hailee Steinfeld to huge dance tracks and even some unexpected collaborations. As she developed her career as a songwriter, she was slowly pushed into a box. She was writing for DJs, getting more involved in the dance music world, and Raye became the feature girl.
I was listening to the radio and You Don't Know Me is playing, and it's like, that was Jax Jones with You Don't Know Me. Are you crazy? That's a sample, and it's a top line that I'm singing, that I wrote, and that's my voice. Like, what?
You could see her growing increasingly frustrated.
The DJs I was working with, I'm not allowed to be in the video, or I'm not allowed any creative control, or I'm not allowed to come to the interview.
They
or I'm
actually say they don't want to have you in a video.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
In an intimate interview with pop songwriter Ross Golan, BB Rexa, another prolific songwriter, recounts an eerily similar tale.
I didn't know at the time. They were like, we can't put your name on it because there's too many names on it for radio. I believe that. You're telling me you can't put my name on it? Like, and they shot the video and they were all like in the desert, and I'm like hitting up Afrojack and Greta, and they're like, oh, we're shooting something, but it's like super private.
Her backing vocals were used against her will, and she was always credited as an afterthought despite being a key writer. What was happening to Raye with her music was sadly nothing new. But then it got darker. Sorry, I'm not what you wanted, wasting my time playing cautious. In press interviews for her new album, she recounts these instances of men sexually assaulting her, touching her without consent, in the studio, her place of work. A testament to her honesty as an artist, she writes all about it in her song The Ice Cream Man. I did all that I could in the end when I said, maybe when we're older, I might get some closure, 'cause I could. Looking closely at her, she had this ruthless determination, so taking a big break completely away from the industry was mostly off the cards. She gravitated towards different vices artists have clung to historically: drugs, sex, alcohol, as a way to numb the difficulties of navigating life as an artist, life as a human being.
And I would end up somewhere, God knows where, just trying to, I don't know.
It's hard to watch videos of Raye.
Hello, I'm Raye.
Or scroll any of her comment sections without seeing these constant comparisons to the late Amy Winehouse. It's difficult to make comparisons without doing a disservice to either of their complex and unique journeys, but it's easy to see how they're alike on the surface. They both have this London girl, brutally honest charm.
It's number 8.
It's called.
Sight, soul, and jazz music as huge inspirations, and both have this high glam, big statement look. Fortunately, Raye's story isn't the cautionary tale that Amy's is in many ways. Raye's story is that of the underdog who wins in the end. Raye's album, My 21st Century Blues, debuted at #1 in the charts, and it doesn't hold back on discussing difficult themes. With marketing efforts behind the scenes and most likely a big influencer marketing campaign, Raye released The Thrill Is Gone and Escapism on the same day, and Escapism truly picked up steam online. The song proved that sometimes taking a bold choice artistically can really resonate. In the era of 2023, Raye's story exemplifies the tumultuous shift in the music industry.
A lot of labels are stuck in the traditional vibe, you know, where you would slap a bag of money down on the table and be like, play my artist.
Hundreds of artists fight their labels just to get their songs or albums out the door. But what if the audience truly decides what the hits are after all? What platforms like TikTok, Reels, and YouTube bring is ultimately a direct-to-fan relationship where labels can barely function without the heavy involvement of the artists themselves. Fans have a desire to understand their favorite artists better, and vulnerability is often highly rewarded. The music industry is so far from being a meritocracy, but the rise of these platforms decreases the power and stranglehold record labels have, and it makes it clear why some upcoming artists may choose to go independent like Raye.
It's been a whirlwind. I'm still kind of processing everything. Not signed yet, so I'm not with a label. I just kind of do whatever I want to do. But my management definitely is like, you know, you should use TikTok.
Raye's success is far from an overnight story, but all we can hope is that her experiences, from a label war to the cruelty she's faced as a young woman, will positively influence and impact the generations of artists who come after her.
Just like, if this is what your purpose is, just don't stop.
But what's your take? I'd love to hear it in the comments. If you enjoyed this video and would like to see more from us, consider subscribing to Patreon to bring you more videos like this. Until next time.